Hey y'all, I'm Robbie Wheaton. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different. We've got this Colt AR-15 monolithic rifle that was involved in a house fire. So it's pretty sad. Rifle was burned up pretty good, and this is something that nobody ever wants to experience. But what we're going to do today, I'm going to walk you through the process of disassembling the rifle and inspecting everything to see what's usable, what's unusable, and what we have to replace and repair on this rifle. So let's get started. One of the first things we're going to do is remove the optic from the rifle and see if the optic is damaged. Let's get started. Optic removal is going to be pretty straightforward and simple. It's just got a single nut right here for the scoop mount. So we'll unscrew that and we'll remove that and set it to the side. The optic actually looks pretty decent. Let's see if we can take a look through here. And dial it back to 1x and make it a little bit easier for the camera to focus. There we go. So other than just being a little dirty and smutted up inside here, it's got a lot of ash and stuff on it. It actually looks like the optic may be repairable or salvageable. We're going to pull the battery dust cover, take the battery out because we already played with the battery, the illumination setting on it. The illumination setting is not working right now. So we're going to pull the battery cover off and replace the battery and see if the illumination still works. All right, let's take the cover off here, break out our handy dandy quarter. One of the best tools that I've ever found for removing the battery cover. It's just a regular quarter. All right, so we've got that off. Everything actually looks pretty good inside here. It looks dry. I don't see any moisture or anything inside, so maybe we just got a dead battery. All right, we'll kick that out. Let's go grab another battery and test it. Dun, 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 dun. Found a battery. Now it's time to see if the optic still works. Put everything on, snug it down, turn power setting on. Oh my goodness. What do we have here? We have a functioning optic from a house fire. That is awesome. All right, well that tells us that we've got a lot of cleanup to do still, but the optic is still functioning. All right, so here's the after with the optic. Went through and cleaned everything really well. The illumination's still working. The turrets still have nice positive clicks on the windage and the elevation. Everything still functions like it's supposed to on it. So I'm really excited about getting the optic back on the rifle and getting it out to the range and doing some shooting with it, just to make sure that everything zeroes like it's supposed to. But overall, everything with the optic looks really good once we cleaned it up. All right, now that we've verified that the optic still works, let's tear into the rifle, go ahead and start disassembling everything and see what's messed up inside here and what we're going to need to replace and clean. So the first thing we're going to do, separate the upper from the lower, simply by pushing our 2 pins and pulling the 2 halves apart. Let's see if we can do this on camera. Oh, they're not stuck too bad. You guys can kind of see what kind of mess that I'm working with here with this rifle. It's ashed up pretty bad. Alright, got the upper off, the lower off, all kind of crap falling out of it. But honestly, everything inside the rifle actually looks pretty good. I see a lot of ash and some water damage and stuff, but I'm not seeing any kind of heat damage to the rifle, which is a good thing. Alright, let's tear the bottom end apart and see what we're working with here. Alright, now let's move on to this big nasty. This thing right here is absolutely awful. Listen to the stop. There's some serious crunchy going on in there. So we're going to strip the lower apart, go through everything on it, clean it up, and see what we have, see what we're going to have to replace. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the buttstock. It's like I said, it's pretty crunchy. Let's see if I can. There we go. Got the buttstock off. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of ash and soot and trash and stuff up inside there. So it's going to require some pretty serious cleaning, but honestly, overall, it doesn't look bad. There's not any like heat damage or anything like that on it, so I think it's just going to need a good cleaning. Next, we're going to remove the buffer and buffer spring. Check that out, see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks good. I don't see any kind of discoloration, heat discoloring or anything. Spring looks really good. There wasn't any trash or anything that came out of there. So I think we're going to be good to go with the spring other than just a cleaning. All right, so we've got the lower all cleaned up. A little bit of WD-40 and just some good wiping here and there. And you can see I've still a little heavy in a couple of places. But overall, the lower cleaned up really well. No problem at all reassembling this. I'm taking it back to the range and test firing it. Really pleased with the end result just from cleaning it up. All right, so here we've got the buttstock all cleaned up and back together. Lower receiver all cleaned up. Everything's back together. Sounds really good, nice and slick. So we're ready to set the lower to the side, get started on the upper, and then finish it up, and we should be ready to reassemble and test fire. So here's the upper separated from the lower. You can see it's in pretty rough shape. There's a lot of ash and a lot of water stains on it everywhere. Just pretty nasty. So we're going to get this all stripped apart, inspect everything, see what kind of condition it's in, and hopefully we'll be able to just reassemble everything and be able to test fire it. But we're going to take a good look at the bore. We're going to take a good look at the bolt carrier group, make sure there's no heat damage to either of those. We'll check the gas tube, make sure the gas tube looks good, that it's not obstructed or anything, and get everything all cleaned up, and we'll see where it goes. All right, so we've got the lower handguard removed, and as you can see, the barrel itself looks really good. There's a lot of ash on the barrel, but I don't see any heat damage at all. So I think we're going to be okay to just strip this down, clean it up real good, and we should be good to reassemble. All right, so here we've got the lower all cleaned up. It was pretty nasty to say the least. We got all of the ash and the water and everything off of it, the water damage, and got it cleaned up. The upper looks really, really good. Looking forward to actually assembling it and taking it to the range and test firing it. Bolt carrier group looked good, charging handle looked good. We went ahead and ran a bore snake through the bore a few times. The bore on the rifle, and the chamber and everything looks really good. No rust or anything in the bore or the chamber. So we're going to reassemble this one. We're going to take it to the range, run a few rounds through it, and it'll be ready to send it back to its home. All right, so here we've got everything reassembled, back together. Optic looks good, rifle looks good. Overall, this rifle was actually in really good condition other than having some smoke and water and ash all over it. It cleaned up really well and is ready to take to the range and test fire and return to its home. So just because your firearm is involved in a house fire or vehicle fire or something catastrophic like that doesn't necessarily mean that your firearm has been destroyed and that you can't use it anymore. As you can see with this one, we went through it, we stripped it down, we cleaned everything up. There was no heat damage. It was really just smoke damage and ash and stains all over the rifle. The rifle is completely serviceable. It's usable again. So, if you ever have a firearm that's involved in a house fire or anything like that, make sure that you clean the firearm up and give it a good look and a good once over, because there's a good chance that that firearm is still serviceable and you won't have to destroy that firearm and replace it. Again, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe below. See you next time.